Yo, it's Famicom here again. This time I'm testing a new audio. I'll see if it works or not. But I've got another manga haul. Well, not really a manga haul because I've had these books for ages, but I haven't read them yet. But to you guys, it'll probably be a manga haul because I've never posted about any. I've never posted about any of these before. So we've got 3 different books here. Number 1, Tokyo Zombie by Hanakuma Yuusaku, a more recent Heta-Uma artist who serializes in acts, or has serialized in acts. Then you've got Sumeriko Hoshizono with Genesis, also an acts contributor, albeit a little less frequent. And last but not least, Ie Meguri by Nerunodaisuki, who is also like a sort of more underground and lesser known artist. They haven't serialized on acts, but they have made their own like self-published stuff as well. So we'll be going through these 3 for today. So let's just start off with the Heta-Uma goodness. So Hanakuma Yuusaku, Tokyo Zombie. I had read some of these stories before, so all 3 of the books I have here I haven't not read yet. But in terms of Hanakuma, I've read some one-shots from some acts issues. So here I've got volume 12, issue 12 and 14. I believe these were these 2 issues came out in the early 2000s. So very early issues, because acts right now is currently at this date. Might as well pull it out actually. This current date, its most recent volume or issue is number 155 with a cover by Kago Shintaro. Amazing cover. But yeah, this is the most recent acts issue. So these 2 go back a long time. But yeah, just to show off what some acts issues are like. We're still on the topic of Hanakuma, but I just wanted to show off some acts volumes anyways. So cover by Usamaru Furuya, who did masterpieces like Palepoli. He did Lychee Light Club. What else is there? A bunch of other stuff, right? But what I love about the earlier acts issues is they have these long color pages that fold out. I can show the back as well. Let me reverse this and flip it out again. Back. Here we go. Amazing artwork. This is Emi-chan, which is one of his stories. Very sadistic story, actually. Yeah. Let's see what type of artist. And this is Furuya, a picture of Furuya way back when. So who do we have? We've got Okajima Ayako. I really love Okajima's work. I can go through that like in another video. Kawasaki Yukio, Shiriagari Kotobuki, another fellow Heta-Uma artist. Hanakuma, Hanawa Kazuichi, Kikuchi Hironori, Kawai Katsuo, and that's all I can recognize right now. But here is the Hanakuma Yuusaku story, which is page 49. So let's go over to that. Here we go. I think this is pronounced Musuko wa inu. My son is a dog. And funnily enough, this reads IQ 0 manga, 0 IQ manga. And what it is a story about a couple. You see this character a lot. I don't know if he's actually a character or if Hanakuma just designs his characters like that. This Afro guy, because you can see him in the cover of Tokyo Zombie. But yeah, him and his wife, they have some babies, and it turns out that they get a litter of puppies, and they're named Mitsuo, Fujio, Morio, Hisao, and Maruo. So they name all five of the babies. 3 of them die, dark, and 2 of them get to live on. So Mitsuo, Fujio, and Hisa will die. I know I'm laughing. It's kind of like a bit morbid, but the way they're shown and the way the Heta-Uma styles plays perfectly into it. It's like sort of dark humor. And the dogs go to school with human children, but the children beat the dog until it's dead. So this is Morio. He's dead. Pretty screwed up. But luckily one of them grows up, whoever the last dog is. Is it Maruo? Yeah, Maruo is the last dog to survive. But gets mauled by another dog. And there ends the story, but they get pregnant again. He's going like, really? But he says again, so I think it means that, it's another baby that isn't a human baby. So very short story, like 10 pages or so, but dark gag, I guess. That was interesting. So I read that. First exposure to Hanakuma, then volume 14 of Axe, cover by Tomohiro Koizumi. And I'll show off. I've done Instagram posts on both of these as well. But here is the inside cover, and at the back is like a short manga by Tomohiro. So who else? We're focusing on Hanakuma still, but just for curiosity's sake, who else is in here? Hanakuma, Kawai Katsuo. I think that's Akiyama Ayuko, I believe. Oji Suzuki. Hanawa Kazuichi, but written in hiragana for some reason. And Shiriagari Kotobuki. Right, so Hanakuma is page 79. This is Akino Kondo. There we go. I think this is Otowa Mogura. My dad is a mole. I don't know what it is with Hanakuma and babies and humans just being animals, but it starts off with this boy here who keeps questioning his mum, where's my dad, and his mum gets angry and she's like, your dad's a mole, trying to get her son off her back because her dad probably left or something. So the son grows up thinking that the mole in their backyard is actually his dad, and he talks to the mole and treats him like it's his own dad. And one day he comes home with a girlfriend, his partner, once he's all grown up, and he wants to introduce the girl to his dad. And there it is, the mole. The girl's super confused. She's thinking, this is your dad? No, we can't do this. So we gotta end it off. And the reason why she ends it off is because her dad is a worm. And their dads are definitely not compatible. So they break up with a twist, a very big plot twist of her dad being a mole. And the son argues with the dad gets angry, or something gets angry, and the dad goes away. But he digs after the dad and finds a skeleton. So later, the mom apologizes, the police come, and the story ends with a question of, was the dad really the mole? Did the mom kill the dad? Whose skeleton is in the backyard? Why did the mom apologize? Stuff like that. So that's a pretty interesting one as well. A bit dark towards the end, but most of the story is quite funny with animal parents. So yeah, that's another example of some Hanakuma stuff in Axe volumes. So now coming back to Tokyo Zombie, I'll just get rid of the Obi for a second. This here was actually translated in English in 2008. I did not know this until recently. Super surprised because Hanakuma Yuusaku, I don't think many people know of him, to be honest. And so it's very interesting to see that he was translated in English way back, 15 years back. Here you go. Special body painting, Yusaku Hanakuma. Art direction and design, Terry Johnson and Gangster Rock from Flamingo Studio. So Terry Johnson as in King Terry, and I believe that's the studio he was a part of. And oh, can't really show the inside. It's like body painting, new body painting. But yeah, I'm not too sure about what's inside here. I'm not sure if they're all like one big story or if they're just different one shots. It looks like it's all one story following these two people. Here are the chapters. Right, but I love Hanakuma's style. His humor fits for me. Like I like his humor a lot. And of course the Heta-Uma art style fits perfectly. Fits perfect. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I haven't flicked through this book before. Did not expect that. I should be more careful. But yeah, that was probably a zombie there. Someone got their dick bitten off. What's interesting though is this panel here. So this chapter title, Tokyo Zombie, Zombie Fight, chapter 4. This page was actually printed as there was a print of this, a color print of this, that the Dernier Cri have on their website. I believe it's still up there to purchase, but yeah, the French publishing house, they have so much range in terms of Japanese mangaka and artists on their website in terms of books and prints. So in terms of Heta-Uma, they have made Ebisu posters. They've made one Hanakuma poster. They've made a Yuka Goto poster, which is so cool. And yeah, their selection is crazy. I just wish I had the space to actually buy them. But this, I believe, was in orange. This is printed in orange. So cool. Would be amazing as a poster to hang up. Return of the dog here. I don't know what's going on, but it looks so fun. I really want to get into this. And I also believe that this was made into a live action, either a series or a movie, which is crazy to me as well. I'm guessing that it might lean towards the more comedic side, because judging from this flick through here and first impressions, more gag style manga. But yeah, that is Tokyo Zombie by Hanakuma Yuusaku. He has more tankobons though. This is not his only tankobon. He has other stories, so eventually I will collect those as well. Alright, let's move on to Nerunodaisuki Ie Meguri, which I'm not sure. Ie might mean house, although I'm not sure what Meguri means. So to start off, where I first discovered Nerunodaisuki was from Sean, Japan Book Hunter again. So this book I bought from Sean because it is signed by Nerunodaisuki in 2019. So just to showcase some of the stories here, this is called Hyo and is a collection of short stories. All of them feature this little cat character. All these characters are usually cats, little cute cats. But they feature extremely absurd, weird, strange stories that are set in towns and cities with all these cat characters. For example, this one here was a story about the cat filling up its car and having a makeover for its car. But what you can see is that the art is insanely detailed. So all these stories were self-published initially by Nerunodaisuki, and they were compiled into this book here. So you can see they visit a workshop to change the appearance of the car, do some repairs and all that stuff. So all these cat characters here living in normal cities, and the car gets the makeover, turns into a turd. Right. So yeah, there's a lot of different ones. Oh, I can't really show this one. It's like a story about Shiba Inu dogs, but it has a lot of dog buttholes in it, which I can't show. So I'll skip over that. Move on to this one. This one's quite a funny one. The cat character here, it's called Esoragoto. I'm not sure what that means. Cat character has a ghost friend who likes to prank him a lot and steal his food. So to get revenge, our cat character buys like this magic wish product from a magazine, opens it, and this gigantic Lovecraftian monstrosity appears to grant his wish. And his wish is for his ghost friend to stop taking food from his fridge. And so the monster inhabits the fridge, and if the ghost tries to take some food, he gets a punch. And there we go, the end. So quite funny stories. There's another one here, it's probably one of my favorite chapters. The cat visits hell, I think it was. And these monster designs are so cool. It looks like an explosion. Oh, they're so unique. So unique. Reminds me of that part 8 JoJo stand. I forgot the one on the motorcycle. Born This Way. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Born This Way. Yeah. So very strange stories. I think this is the character for Asa. Morning? Yeah, very strange, very surreal stories, but all of them are so fun. So fun. So that was where I was first exposed to Nerunodaisuki. And then the name as well, it's a play on words. I know one of the meanings. Nerunodaisuki, if you translate it literally, it means I like to sleep. There's also another name, another interpretation of the name, which I don't know right now. So that was the first book. And then the second time I came into contact with his works was very short in the Japan Baltic Comics magazine Kus issue. He is, let me just read. Nerunodaisuki, where is he? Yep, here you go, page 81, A Permanent Visitor. So, page 81, here you go. This one was so sick. Follows, again, the same cat characters, but this time a little child cat character. And the child has a very vivid imagination because they put themselves in a sort of battle situation with some thread, but the art is insanely detailed, like crazy detailed. So I really do want more people to get onto Nerunodaisuki. Extremely underrated mangaka with fun stories and even more amazing art. So yeah, Kus issue. And then now we move on to the actual book that I got, Iemeguri. Here we go, we've got a lot of houses walking. And although I haven't flicked through this much, I did see that there was a couple of sections that were in color pages, which looks amazing. There you go. So opening pages with all the chapters of them in amazing color. Amazing color. For some reason, when I look at this, I think of Sakabashida. Very strange creatures as well. Oh, that rainbow color scheme is amazing. Yeah, so I'm not too entirely sure what this is about. I'm not sure if they're like individual short stories collected or if they are one big story. But here you go, here's a snapshot of the art. Man, I really wish, I do want Nerunodaisuki to be licensed in English or any other language. I'm not sure if they are in any other languages right now. But there you go. It does seem like we are following the same two characters, a black cat and a white cat. Maybe this is all the same story. But we see a lot of the same imagery as well from Hyo-Hyo. Monsters, weird landscapes, buildings, environments, and very cute characters contrasting it. But wow, look at that. Fighting like a scorpion sort of thing. Crazy. So yeah, it does look like this is all one story. But I do want to skip to the end because there we go. We had a whole section towards the end of just color pages. Now this is insane. This I really want to read. Really want to read. Because wow. Like entire section, like 20 pages towards the end, all in color. All of it is in color. I can't believe how worth this book is because of that. Like, wow, I can't, yeah, I don't even know what's going on, but I really want to get into this. So that is Nerunodaisuki, one of the best discoveries I've made this year in terms of manga and mangaka. So I hope people can get onto his works. He's on Twitter. I'm not sure if he's on Instagram as well, so you can find him there. But yeah, very underrated. And last but not least, we have Sumeriko Hoshizono with her book Genesis. So Hoshizono, this book was published in 2006, I believe, and she has put out some works, both self-published and in acts as well. My first exposure to her was this self-published sort of doujin work titled Inko, which means phosphorescent. And I put up a post of this on my Instagram as well, but it came with some flyers and some little promos, which I'll show too. This is cool. Here we've got a little illustration by her, which opens up to, I didn't read this, but I'm guessing adverts or information. So it's like a little pamphlet. Also so this, pretty much the same thing. And what else? More adverts, flyers, and yeah. So these are what came in them. I'm guessing this was what's this? Ochakomi, maybe like a comic convention. But back to the actual story, phosphorescent. Oh, this one was a gripping story. This was amazing to read. So we followed this girl who's just floating in blank space, and she meets another girl who guides her throughout the void. Amazing use of just a fully background, but her art style is like comprised of very bold lines, very clean lines. So they keep floating until our main girl realizes that they are in the void. She starts panicking, and the other girl who guides her, she says, "We're here. Don't worry," that sort of stuff. She placates her, and they spot this shiny phosphorescent thing in the distance, and you just get a double page of their hair intertwining, the light they see, and the ending. So a very grim ending that explains the entire story. Oops, I forgot this one here. So here she's saying, now let's go together. And yeah, sorry, I just missed that page. And that's the ending. A very chilling story. This was self-published in 2003. Quite a a long time ago. So I don't believe that Hoshizono has put out anything recently. She has like an Axe issue with cover art by her, but that one's hard to find. So let's take a look at this book. So it's a collection of short stories that she's done. Here is Rinko that we just went through, right? But her art style, oh, I just wish, this is the only tankobon she's ever released. This is called Picnic at Mount Fuji. But just take a look at that art style. Very strong, dark lines. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm very interested. Yeah, so Picnic at Mount Fuji. Not sure what that was about. There you go. Seems like we have a good variety of stories here. Like at a school or something. Quite grim in terms of the stories as well. But yeah, extremely curious for this story. Here we've got a lighter setting. There we go. There we go. We've got Rinko. This time in the tankobon format. The story we just went through, which had some changes. So we didn't see this page here in the story, I don't think. I think everything else should be the same. Yep. Man, the art style is crazy good. Oh, look at this. A floating head talking to some angels. Very interesting. Wow. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, that is Genesis by Sumeriko Hoshizono. So unfortunately, she doesn't have that many works out. I don't think she's active as a mangaka anymore. But either way, it looks very interesting. I do, like, this is on top of my priority list when it comes to plan to read. And here's the back of it. Very interesting. But yeah, that is the manga haul that I have for today. Just 3 books, but all of them are definitely very interesting, and I very much do want to get into reading all of them soon after I am done with all my work. But yeah, main takeaway, I think definitely more people should get onto Nerunodaisuki's work. It's amazing. And for Tokyo Zombie, I wonder how rare it is now to find the English version of this. It's titled the same. It's also titled Tokyo Zombie. Maybe, I think it was Picturepox. I think that's a publishing company. I have to check again, but it was released in 2008 from my memory. So I'm curious as to how many people have the English version in their collections, and also how hard it is to get now for the English version. But yeah, that'll be all for today. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.